Did Shawn Mila end faster than it began? And can we anticipate a Wizards of Waverly Place reboot? We're getting the tea straight from Jennifer Stone. She's in a new movie and joining us live today on The Download.
That's right. But first, Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, they're squashing the breakup rumors. Listen up, internet stan culture. They're trying to set you straight on it.
Exactly.
They say they have not broken up and they're still together.
Because when we hear a rumor on the internet, people just take off with it, okay? But not today. Not today. All right.
This is her post. This is her post on Instagram. She goes, "When the F? Were you going to tell me at Shawn Mendes?" This is from Cosmos. See there, proof Shawn and Camila are broken up. And she wants the proof. She wants the receipt.
She's like, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Hours after Camila actually posted that, Shawn shared a photo of his own, Tanner.
This is a sweet one. I like this photo.
A little PDA, Camila kissing him on his cheek, I should say. His check, his blue check mark.
Check,
you know, he's verified.
Yeah. As we do.
But he did caption this with a black heart emoji. Now, this is really telling, though, because we rarely do see the PDA, except for that one awkward Instagram video where they were like, you know,
we get the
spit.
excessive PDA. We don't get like the sweet, like we're just holding hands or hugging. We get a lot of tongue action with these two.
And you don't think it was out of nowhere, right? It was because of these rumors that were circulating on the web, on the internet over the weekend.
This video there's so much, look, I see tension in this video. Some people don't buy this relationship, but I buy it and I ship it.
I will say this poor couple. It's like literally either the relationship is fake or they're broken up. Like it's like, wow, we really go from 0 to 60 real fast.
They've only been confirmed since dating this. Oh gosh, here we go.
And well, there you have it. It doesn't get realer than that.
That's a right swipe right there.
Brianna, our producer in the control room, you didn't think Shawn Mila broke up this weekend, did ya?
I don't know. I was just grossed out to see that video again.
Oh, come on now. Can we play it one more time?
I'm pretty sure I saw her tongue go in his nose for a second.
That's going to come up every... That's literally going to play during her Kennedy Center honors, you guys. This
oh
is
my gosh, her Kennedy Center honors.
Soon, okay? Now listen, earlier this month, Camila did reveal that their relationship, the Shawn Mila relationship, has inspired her to write some new music, seemingly on her new album. And they have been talking about each other a little bit more. Just recently, she was in the UK promoting her new single, saying, yeah, they're happy, they're in love. She went and told UK's Lorraine that she's so happy. Of course, she's known Shawn for a long time. And she says, quote, "He just feels like home to me."
See, that's what I'm saying, Denny. That's why I'm into this. They've known each other since like 2015.
Right.
Look, it's a cute couple. I'm into it. I think the new music, I bet anything the new music is going to address rumors and paparazzi and the internet.
And love.
And trolls.
And love. That being said, though, she also has said that there is some music on this new record about her ex, Matthew Hussey, since this all happened through romance. Like the breakup happened while she was recording this album, and then it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out a little bit, because from heartbreak to like new love, I hope it's all on there, okay?
Well, I feel like 2020 is going to be Camila's year.
I agree.
She just did Saturday Night Live. She's got this new album coming out. Her and Shawn, things are going good. No matter what you write on the Twitters.
Right, exactly. Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
They're still together. They're going strong, okay? Yeah. All right, you guys, switching gears now, though. You know her from Wizards of Waverly Place, but now Jennifer Stone is all grown up and stars as Mads, a woman who confronts her past on a long road trip with a friend in the in-between. Take a look.
Can we do a quick packing check, please? Clothes? Check. Toothbrush, bathroom stuff. That is very vague, but check. Meds? Check. That's the worst packing check ever.
Jennifer Stone with us right here. We're looking at the in-between there, looking at clips from the movie, and it's a road trip film. How would you describe the in-between to someone who's thinking about going to watch it this weekend?
Well, it's basically about people that are sort of in this in-between phase in their life, right? You know, kind of when you're in your 20s, everyone's like, oh, everything's great after high school, but sometimes life happens where you're not really sure where you're at. You're kind of in between one stage and another, and Mads and Junior sort of find themselves in this place. You know, Junior just experienced the loss of her sister, and Mads is kind of in between, you know, being a kid and being an adult. And so that's where the title comes from. But also, too, we both have Mindy Bledsoe and I, our director, my co-writer, and co-star.
Yeah.
We did it all.
She really, though, right?
We both sort of bonded over the fact that we have chronic illnesses and kind of how that keeps us sort of it kind of halts us in life too, and sort of progressing sometimes, because it makes you have to pause and take care of yourself.
Now, is that what attracted you to this particular project? The fact that, you know, I feel like art is imitating life here. Was it a story that you could relate to?
Absolutely.
Because you are type 1 diabetic, and the character in the movie is also type 1
Well,
diabetic.
then that's why Mindy and I wrote it, because she has CRPS, which is a nerve pain disorder that's very uncommon, and I'm type 1 diabetic. And we've always just kind of been like, you know, these are underrepresented on film.
Really, yeah.
So we kind of lost our minds for a second. We wrote it over a 3-day weekend, and then we went on the road for 2 weeks, and we basically drove during the day and filmed at night, or filmed on the road. So a lot of the shots you see, like these kind of shots, like we are actually in the car, and Rob Senska, our DP, is, you know, just with a camera right there in our faces.
Great.
And
So
thank you
intimate,
so much.
so
I mean,
intimate, right?
it was a great adventure. It was exhausting, and I think we went into hibernation for a month
Did
afterwards.
you do it?
We literally, like a few days in, we're like, what did we do? Like, who did we think we were?
Well, because it feels like, you know, it looks like it requires some stamina, but I can only imagine too, just because obviously it's a labor of love for you guys, and you guys were so close to it, how cathartic it also was to the experience.
It absolutely was.
Was it? Yeah.
And it was one of those things where we wanted to make a movie that featured these diseases, but wasn't about that.
Right.
Because we're not about that.
Absolutely.
We're not defined by CRPS or T1D, you know, and neither are these characters, you know. And so there's definitely a lot of parallels, but, you know, obviously these aren't our characters.
Right.
Like, my mom is a sweetheart. She's not in the movie.
We're talking about, you're also not defined by Wizards of Waverly Place, but we have to talk about it.
Yeah,
It's
of
been
course.
7 years.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, how do you feel? There's talks about the reboot.
I mean, I have such fondness in my heart for Wizards. Like, I started acting when I was 6, and I love being an actor. And I never thought that I would be a part of something that was such a big part of people's childhood.
Yeah.
And I still have people that are like, oh my God,
God,
I loved it.
right,
Like, you have no idea. And what means the most to me is when I have people that were like, I was so weird in high school, or I was so weird in school.
Yeah.
And Harper, like, gave me, like, belief and faith that I could just be weird and let that freak flag fly, and that was fine.
I mean,
and
you marched to the beat of your own
Oh,
drum.
she did. That's
really
what I
well.
loved about that character, and I do too. I mean, maybe not in like a wear fruit on my head kind of way, but like I do too, and so that means a lot to me.
I mean, obviously you guys must have bonded so incredibly close on that particular set, especially what, 7 years? How long was it on air? It was like from 2000.
It
was actually
terrible concept of time.
I know,
yeah.
right? Well, I bet it felt like forever. But do you still keep in touch with anyone from the cast?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God for modern technology,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're
Social
all
media.
extremely
And group
busy and
chats.
all over the place, and like I'm acting and in nursing school at the same time, so I don't know who I am, what's happening. But like and everybody else is busy on their own thing too. But like we try to like schedule like dinners every once in a while and like get-togethers and.
Well, I recently caught up with David Henry actually
Yeah.
at Disneyland. I was like, do
really?
you live here now? You know? And he talked
He's just like the mayor of
Right,
Disneyland.
exactly. Yeah. He's got a spot in the vault, you know.
Yeah.
But no, he was talking about how you guys do keep in touch, and
Yeah.
I asked him about the potential or whether or not he'd be down for a reboot, and I wanted to play you this clip because it was very, very telling. He gave me more information than I was anticipating.
Oh, that's David for you.
Right? Yeah. Have there been any talks about rebooting Wizards of Waverly Place?
Selena and I have a reboot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We sit and talk about it all the time.
You guys would want it.
It's not formal. But Selena and I sit and we talk about what would the reboot be, and we have a whole take. We have a whole thing.
Can you give us a little taste of that? Where do you guys see the future of that show?
So what made the Russos special is that we were a family.
Yeah.
And so the show ended, someone won the competition. We want to start the show like a few years later. The family started them off at the worst place ever, so that we throughout the series, you give them a nice, beautiful arc of reuniting. So start them out divided.
Okay.
Alex is a fashionista off killing it in some other part of the realm.
Yeah.
Justin's like the principal who has a family now of WizTech.
Okay.
Max has the sub shop, but it's run down. Start us all completely discombobulated, and then throughout the course of the series, you bring us all together.
What do you think? Clearly, he has thought this out.
He has,
Yeah.
you know, and he is a mastermind and creator, and I love that about his brain. And you know what? I'm not mad at the idea of that. Heaven knows we all have talked about like doing a reboot, and we would love to work together again.
So you would be down.
And I'm not mad at that idea. Although David did not hear where Harper fit into that.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Maybe that's a big secret. That's a big reveal.
Yeah.
The Russo family and friends. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Right.
And co-sir.
Right, exactly. But that's the first time you've heard this pitch.
That's the first time I've heard that pitch. Like because I've heard like we have our like Disney After Dark versions where like we kind of joke about sort of like
all grown up,
the back alley versions of where our characters go.
Yeah.
But like that's Disney. I don't think would fly for that one. But that one is one I think we could do something with and sort of be a nice sort of return for the audience.
I think Harper for sure is probably working in fashion with Alex, right?
Ooh, you hear that, Brianna?
Yeah.
I love that.
For sure, girl.
Yeah.
I think.
Right?
I think
Exactly.
she would be.
She has
I
to
like
be.
that. I like where your head's at.
Yeah, coming up with all those funky outfits.
They call you up. They say, Jennifer, are you down for this? What do you say to them?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, like I said, we're all busy, so like coordinating schedules is a bear. But you know what? The thing is, the desire is there, and we all want to do that.
Yeah.
So if the story makes sense and is something that we feel like the audience would really enjoy, because that's who it's for.
Absolutely.
It's for the audience. It would be for them. And heaven knows we love working together. So to get back together would be.
Those fans have been so dedicated and still are.
They're so
Like,
sweet, man.
We'll see what happens with Disney Plus.
Don't be surprised
too.
if you get that call. Like,
Right,
I'm serious.
seriously.
It happens all the time these days.
It's still, it means the world to me.
I love it. Before you go, bringing it back to the movie real quick, the in-between. I know you took a break from acting. Can you relate to being in that in-between? And if so, what advice do you have for people out there kind of trying to figure out their life and what's the next right move?
You know, I think the biggest thing I learned from sort of taking time off, and because I took time off because I was diagnosed with T1D and had to sort of figure that out in my life.
Recalibrate.
Yeah.
Recalibrate, exactly. And I think is to not make plans, but to work towards what you want. Because I think like I had all these grandiose plans for what I wanted my life to look like, and you know, it's that whole saying of like God laughs while you're making other plans.
Right.
But the thing is like, but you can't just sit there and wait for life to happen to you either. You have to put in the work towards what you want to accomplish, and then go, okay, I'm going to be open to whatever that looks like, as long as I've done everything that I can do for what I want.
Wow, I love that so much.
There it is, Jennifer. Thank you so much.
I was going to say, up next for you is the In-Between. You guys, it premieres here in LA at the DTLA Film Festival on Friday at Regal LA Live, so check it out if you're in town. Otherwise, is there somewhere else they could watch it if they're not here in LA?
Right now we're doing the festival circuit, but I will get back to you. Stay on the TIB social media and mine as well, and
That's
I'll
right,
keep
you
you
guys.
posted. 9:30 at Regal LA Live.
Ooh, there it is. Jennifer, so
Congratulations.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so very much.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, great. Scott, it is time for our MVP, the most viral post. This one comes courtesy of one of Tanner's favorite movies.
Denny, let me tell you something. It is Back to the Future Day. October 21st was the date Marty McFly and Dr. Brown traveled to the future. Check it out.
Where are we? When are we?
We're descending toward Hill Valley, California at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
Denny, we are in the future.
We're like post-future at this
We
point,
are
right?
post-future at this point.
4 years past that date.
Listen, I love Back to the Future so much, and I'm just happy that now that we still mark this date, I'm into it.
It's a thing now.
Yeah.
Just like Mean Girls Day, it's like, you know, it's
right.
iconic.
Yeah.
People relive it. They need an excuse to relive their favorite movie,
Absolutely.
including some famous fans like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He tweeted, "Still impatiently waiting for a hoverboard. You and me both, brother." You know?
Yeah, missing the hoverboards. Everyone knows they don't go on water.
No, they don't. But you know, we have some. What are those like the scooters that JB is running around?
Yeah, we have the
Justin
Segways and
Bieber?
the one wheels these days.
Oh,
That was the
very cool.
fake great value version. We don't want that. We want the
We
real
want the
like
real.
hoverboard.
You know
I'm
what?
with you so much. You can get replicas of that prop online, the little pink hoverboard. I also love that he's riding a pink one. Like,
It's beautiful. But you're right. No hoverboards yet, guys. But
Not
you know
yet.
what we do? We do have Back to the Future self-lacing Nikes.
okay, my mind was blown at this scene in the movie when I was a kid. Look, he put
Look at-
zoop, there it
what?
goes, and it's tied up. Nike made a limited run of those shoes. They're called the Air Mags. If you're not aware, Google it. There's an excellent photo of them. Denny, do you know how much those shoes cost if you want to buy a pair right now?
Something tells me I can't afford them, Tanner.
16 grand.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. So I will be rocking my H&M sneakers from now on. That's all I
That's
got.
right.
That's all I can afford. Okay.
Yeah. The kind of money you have to buy some novelty Back to the Future sneakers.
You would have to be like a Back to the Future stan.
Let me tell you, yeah.
I don't think I'm a big enough fan to even put a down payment on these.
Oh my gosh, I was looking on a website, Bree, I know you saw it, where it's like you can get approved to buy these on credit and then the payment is only $1,000 a month.
Yeah, no.
Can't
That's
even-
rent.
That, right?
That's rent money.
That part.
No.
They're pretty to look at, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
If you
real
do
nice to
own
look
them,
at.
good for you.
Evidently, they do
Enjoy.
self-lace up as well, which
That's
is cool.
I love it. Happy Back to the Future Day, you guys. Happy Back to the Future Day, Tanner.
Thanks,
That does it for the download. Make sure you guys catch us on ET Live Monday through Friday. All you gotta do is download that ET Live app. We're also available on Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and I'm forgetting one. Roku.
ETLive.com.
Roku, yeah.
Roku.
The Rokus.
There
We're in
you
all
go.
those places.
All right, Brianna.
Bye.
Bye.